see what solutions he has and what solutions we got.
Yeah. That's all I really have to do at this point. Because I don't know. What you think gonna happen after all is said and done? Do you think they are still at this point? Do we get to be like, do we still feel obligated for you to support me? Do I get to still go down to the welfare office and say I need this for my child, this medical insurance ain't going through? I still, cause I just feel like they're gonna be some assholes. Like shit just gonna get cut off for no fucking reason. Like we just gonna have some extra shit to do for nothing. And that's why I was like actually pumped that RZA Islam had posted like little shit that we need to be doing right now just to prepare for it, because I feel like we're gonna get some repercussions. I don't know how to the extent of it, but I feel like we're gonna get some.
No, at this point in time, I don't really see it as being repercussions that we're going to be receiving. At this point in time, honestly, Tasha, I actually see change. I mean, I know it's probably hard for a lot of people to see. With a lot of people, their mentality is, we never see change, but we're not at this point in time. There was a reverend, I forgot his name, but there was a reverend on the Breakfast Club today, and he was talking about some of the organizations that he's working with and that are out there that are organizing. And instead of us trying to just be mad, I mean, we're actually trying to put some legislation in place to change some of these racial laws. I've also been seeing that some of the funding for these police departments are being cut. The mayor of, I don't know if it's Indianapolis, but one of these mayors cut some funding to a school, as well as Minneapolis. They cut some funding to, where they were, I guess, had a contract with the school. They cut their contract with them, and it was like $105 million or something like that. So, from what I see, it seems like we are taking steps towards change, because once again, the change has to be with the police department and the laws that govern the police department, the laws that protect the police department.
Yeah, do they have laws? They don't have laws. They just do what the fuck they want to do.
In so many words, well, the biggest law, and I heard somebody talking about it today. I forgot what his name was, but I had heard about it before as well. But the law basically states when it comes to police, they get the benefit of the doubt, no matter what. So regardless if they shoot you, they automatically get the benefit of the doubt because they're the cop and, their life may have been in danger, whatever the case may be. So that's why police have honestly gotten off so many times, because the law basically states if they shoot and kill somebody, they get the benefit of the doubt, not the person that's dead. So so when you start changing legislation like that to where they don't get the benefit of the doubt, you know what I'm saying? They are held responsible for every life that they take, as well as there has to be some type of financial liability for them when they take a life. So I've been seeing, people talking about taking their pensions and things of that nature, which all that shit should be affected if they take, somebody's life, whether it's black or white, period. If they take anybody's life,
right,
there should be some type of cause and effect to that. They should not be able to walk unscathed from a murder. And so once again, I do see that the rioting and stuff, in my opinion, is bringing forth more change than destruction, because one, we're upset, as well as, once again, these younger white kids are upset for us. They got a lot of black friends. The integration has helped in just that part, in which, white people do have black friends and have been in the car with their black friends when they've been getting harassed, have been with their black friends when cops are, you know what I'm saying? So white kids are actually being a part of this racism as well. They're not affected, firsthand, but if they're in the same vicinity or they're around their black friend when they're being harassed, then they see, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why is you treating him like that? You know what I mean?
Right.
So, so that's why I said I was going, hopefully if he gets home in time, he can jump on and we can talk to him, because he's a young white male. And, like I said, he reached out to me and was like, yo, Al, this shit is fucked up, bro. I'm standing right with you. You know, I'm down the ride type shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, bet, big bet. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, I do see change. I'm not gonna lie. This doesn't seem like something where we're just marching. Like
they gotta beat that goddamn police system out. They really do. I feel like it's 3 types of police officers. You got people who actually are in the force because they actually want to make a difference for the community. Then you got like the kind of the, what you want to call them, like the Nimrod type guys who just really didn't have much sense, but like they got a little strength and they just like to make sure that they dominate you by power. And then you had the little dorky ones who never had power and now they can get it through this uniform. So they got to do some real good cleaning, and that's going to be a hard thing to do. Like they need to wipe that bitch all the way clean and just start fresh.
Well, that's exactly what they need to do. Because that's the only resolution, in my opinion. It's starting with the police departments. Now, one of the things I had to talk about today was Gypse Cops. Have you ever heard of Gypse Cops?
No.
Okay. A Gypse Cop is a cop who basically just goes from department to department. So what cops can do, like if a cop is about to get in trouble at a department, he can resign, right?
And they get transferred somewhere else.
Right. You have cops that will do some shit and then they'll resign and go to another department. Now, there was a cop in South Carolina. This is about 2 years ago. But he had, in 9 years, the nigga had worked for 9 different departments. You know what I mean?
Every year something happened.
Basically, in so many words. 9 different departments in 9 years, right? So, on top of that, the last department that he worked for, he was compromised because they found an open bottle of gin and a bag of pills, just a bag of assorted pills, in his police cruiser, in his car. And they told him, he said, I ain't taking no drug test, so I resign. Yeah, so these are the type of cops, you know what I'm saying, that this is the type of brotherhood that we're dealing with. That's why it has to be taken care of from the inside out. Now, even with Tamir Rice, and I didn't know this, but this is crazy because with Tamir Rice, the guy who shot him was a Gypse Cop because he was somebody who had been bouncing around from department to department, right? And
look into that. They don't question that type of shit. Like, that's my thing. Like, you don't see a pattern, motherfucker. Something ain't right. This motherfucker don't just go be like, oh, I got bored. These people got on my nerve and I'm bored. No, why you ain't riding for our family for beyond a year? You ain't real, nigga. You an infiltration type motherfucker. Who are you? Who sent you, nigga? I can't trust the motherfucker that ain't really had no loyalty line somewhere. Some fucking where.
Listen, in his training, right? His training police officer said, I do not believe time nor training will be able to change or correct his deficiencies. Because at one point in time, he had an issue where he got wild with a gun or some shit. So they basically told him at one department, like, yo, we not fucking with him because this nigga got problems. But he came over to Cleveland and they overlooked that shit. You see what I'm saying?
They need people in Cleveland because ain't nobody trying to work in Cleveland. So it's real easy to get a goddamn job in the inner city and then let out your frustration to kill niggas that you just like, fuck it. I'm doing a good thing. I probably get paid extra if I get bodies in the month. That's the new quota.
Man, listen, we ain't trying to talk about that shit because that's crazy. That's crazy. So, but all right, going back to the police though. So what do you think about the police like kneeling and marching with people?
I thought it was a good show of solidarity. I think that their whole goal, it's like they understand. And I love that one video with the woman officer who got, like, she went off. Oh, yeah. Still had pushed, yeah. Like, I'm looking like, could they understand? They definitely totally understand, but they have a job as well. And I get that. And again, they are good cops. But I mean, I cannot do nothing besides say, well, what the fuck are you doing at your job where these motherfuckers are still able to get these bomb-ass retirement plans and pensions because you ain't saying nothing. Like, don't be all in solidarity, but you still wearing the uniform of the motherfucker that's keeping us oppressed, and you are a part of that group because you're assisting. You are aiding and abetting, nigga. You are aiding and abetting. I can't see it any other way. I'm sorry.
No, I agree. And my thing is with that I think really with that, I would like to see them quit their jobs. I know it's wild to say, but if you really about that life and you really about what we about, then you got to put that motherfucking badge down, man. You got to take that blue off. But you got to. You might not have to take that uniform off, but you got to put that badge down or something, man. Because once again, we have to reform this shit from the inside out. Now, I don't know how many corrupt officials are actually in it, but I'm quite sure it's a lot. And that's the point. Until, like they say, until America takes responsibilities for its action, this whole country was built off white supremacy. So, of course, we know at the top it's going to be some white supremacists. Yeah, they got to go. You know what I'm saying? They got to go. Now, I think the biggest one at this point in time is Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? People say he's not a white supremacist, but in my opinion, he's a white supremacist. And a lot of things that are going on right now are going on because he is in office. He is fanning the flames.
That's fact.
He's fanning the flames. And did you see the post I put up today that the white guy said? I got a post on the page, and it's a white guy, and he's basically saying, niggas be ready. He said, all we waiting on is a tweet. All we waiting on is one tweet for Donald Trump to get a word, and we basically killing all you niggas. Now that's on this is a white man talking. Now, of course, we know white people are always on some propaganda shit, but the fact of the matter is, for him to be that bold to say some shit like that lets you know that that's how they feel about Donald Trump. Yep. They're like, shit, we will start murdering niggas in the street for Donald Trump. And Donald Trump don't even have to say murder niggas in the streets. It's the things that he does. You know what I mean? He may have never said out his own mouth, I'm a racist, but the things that he does, actions speak louder than words all the time.
Right.
So his actions show that he's a fucking racist. You don't have to say it out your fucking mouth. I can just see by the actions that you do. All the cuts that you've given to black people in black communities, how you made it harder and harder for black women and black men to try to be more successful. Off the things that he just cut was all based off of your color. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say all based off of color, but I'm going to say color and money. You know what I mean? And if you black and poor, you got it bad. If you poor, you got it bad. But if you black and poor, oh, you got it. You got it the worst. So with the police, it has to be an inside job. And individuals can't be scared to get in trouble because that's really what it is. The motherfuckers under the higher-ups, they've been doing so much dirt that they like, shit, if I tell on this nigga, he gonna tell on me.
But then at the end of the day, we know that the majority, I ain't gonna say, well, I don't know, maybe it's not a majority, but we know that the fucking KKK is heavy in that bitch. So you got all these motherfuckers that got who will get pushed out of their position or something like that. That's gonna be a civil war. What do we do then? Niggas gotta get armed up. I feel like right now we need to be learning how to be fucking warriors. You gotta be able to protect yourself because again, we cannot trust the motherfuckers around us. These niggas got they goddamn at 5-year-olds at the gun range learning how to shoot. We gotta get ourselves prepared.
Absolutely, and that's absolutely right. And I think a lot of black people have been preaching and talking about arming ourselves for the past couple years. So if you haven't, my cousin say the KKK was formed by Democrats. We'll talk about that later on the Democratic side. But yeah, you have to arm yourself, period, because they are definitely arming themselves. They've been armed. That's what they do. They like guns. They like violence. Unfortunately, that's
my thing. Like, why the fuck do they always tell us that we doing some shit that they ain't did? We do everything that y'all fucking do because we was trying to be peaceful and understand y'all crazy motherfuckers, but y'all do all of the crazy shit and we just use y'all shit against y'all. So what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean,
that's the way. But y'all can act the goddamn fool over a fucking game, a basketball game or a football game. What the fuck is the difference? I don't understand. Like, they always find a way to rationalize their shit, but our shit is so savage.
Right, because the difference is we were looked at as property for so long. Okay, first and foremost, we were fucking property, Tasha. You hear me?
That shit crazy.
As well as we were 3/5 of a man. We weren't even a whole human to these motherfuckers. So yes, listen. I've been seeing a lot of rhetoric between like white kids and white parents. And when you listen to their parents talking, man, their parents be like, "Yo, what the fuck, man? Fuck them niggas. Them niggas ain't, them niggas in the hood. We don't fuck with them. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, you can hear their parents' racism." Even though they probably be trying their best not to say nigga, they really be. I heard one guy called us animals. Oh, they're just animals. They're animals. They're this. They're that. This is a white girl, a white young girl talking to her parents about George Floyd.
Even furthermore, so if we're fucking animals, why don't we get the same treatment as the dogs that you love so fucking much? I would love to be treated like them goddamn animals, but I don't understand. What are we, dinosaurs? What kind of animals are we? Are we monsters? We're monsters. That's what we are. We're monsters. Because I don't understand how the fuck these motherfuckers be sitting around acting like they so scared of us, but be doing all of the crazy shit. They crazy. I'm done.
They're only scared of us when it's convenient for them.
Exactly. That's the only time. How you get convenient scaredness? I don't understand.
That's it. So, with that being said, did you see Drew? You know who Drew Brees is, right? You see what Drew Brees said?
I didn't look it up. Nope, I didn't look it up. You're gonna have to give me some background.
Well, listen, Drew Brees. He's a quarterback for the Saints.
Okay. Black guy?
Yeah, no, white guy. White guy. But he had an interview, and in the interview they didn't even ask. This wasn't even specific to George Floyd, but they did ask him about the American flag and kneeling, and he said that he just went on about how kneeling is disrespecting the flag and things of that nature. So with that being said, hey, what's up?
What up?
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
You all right?
I'm okay.
That's what's up. So we were talking about Drew Brees. You know who Drew Brees is, Perion?
Yeah, that's that man who said, that white man who said the stuff about kneeling. He don't respect anybody that kneel or something like that.
Yeah, he basically said, he doesn't respect anybody who kneels and disrespects America or disrespects the flag. Now, of course, he's a football player. And I'm going to say probably the majority of his teammates are black. And one of his teammates actually let him have it on, I believe it was Instagram. Lightweight cussed him out, you know what I'm saying? Let him have some choice words for him, let's put it like that. With that being said, in my opinion, and this kind of goes back to what you were talking about earlier, Tasha, when you were talking about how white people, you had the nerds in school and this, that, and this. This goes back to the dumb jocks, okay? Dumb jocks. You know that whole saying, dumb jocks? That's some white boy shit. And that shit is 100% true. The motherfuckers be stupid as fuck.
A box of rocks?
Right, but because they can play sports, okay? They can throw a football. They can run. They can catch. They can, you know what I mean? They get that pass where they don't have to be smart to get through college. They don't have to be smart to get through high school. All they gotta be is white and talented. You know what I mean? That's in my opinion. So that's why you have a Drew Brees who says something like that, because as soon as he said it, he automatically turned around and sent out an apology. But the fact of the matter is, he's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because he has no sense of what black reality is. Okay. All he knows is white privilege. That's it. So anything outside of white privilege, in my opinion, to him, is going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And kneeling, if you doing, that's outside of white privilege. Like, that's some black people shit. And white people, we don't kneel. We don't have to. We don't have to do shit like that because we don't have to fight for our rights and no shit like that. So I don't understand why you would kneel, you know, for your rights or because black people are, nah, fuck that. You disrespecting the fucking flag. And, yeah, they got in his ass for that shit. Huh?
Where did he say this at? Like, what was he on when he said this?
He was doing an interview. He wasn't on nothing. There's no footage. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
He was having like an interview for maybe like GQ or Forbes or some shit. So this was some shit they wrote. But you know, they was gonna put that shit out, period. Like, nigga, what? What you say? What's going on? Because see, the fact of the matter is, bro, everything that's going on right now, and this is what the fuck you choose to say?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, really, bro? So it just shows you the disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Straight up disconnect, like, yo, black people dying, what? Huh? What, they kneeling? Why are you kneeling over the flag? Like, motherfucker, you don't give a fuck about black people dying. Now, of course, when he brought out his apology, of course, it was like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. I didn't want you to think that I'm all for black people. Nah, nigga, it's too late, bro. It's too late.
Right.
You already know.
But even in his apology, though, he still said some shit like, yeah, I respect everybody on my team, but it's still in honor of my grandfather and da-da-da-da. His grandfather was probably a slave owner.
Hello.
So, like...
He probably was just as racist.
Yeah. He said he fought in the war, and that was what other people jumped on him about, because they like, nigga, you know how many black people fought in the war, motherfucker? You know how many black people fought right beside your fucking grandfather in the war, nigga? So when the
dad for your grandfather, motherfucker? Because I'm sure he was the last motherfucker to die before the black folk.
Shut the fuck up, Tasha.
Right, though.
But yeah, so that was something else that people was pretty pissed off about. They like, yo, why is you, like, you really are disconnected. Like I said, for you to even say any shit like that, we're not talking about, like, you really want to bring up civil rights right now, nigga? You really want to bring up the past right now, nigga? No,
right.
Not the time to be talking about the past, bro. That's not the shit that we want to hear out your motherfucking mouth. So that was Drew Brees. I was hoping one of J.O. was online, but he probably don't give a fuck. He don't really be giving a shit. So, so anyway, have you guys been seeing, you know, the protesting? I know you guys have been seeing the protesting. Now, have you guys been seeing the protesters protesting the protesters?
The white people mad at them, mad at everybody else protesting. Yeah.
What the fuck is that about? When did we start doing that shit? Like, when did it start being, they protesting? Oh, fuck that. We gonna protest them protesting.
Well, no, that's how it was when, what was that little thing where all the different little supremacist group came out? Because, you know, they all different. I can't even think of their fucking names because I don't give a shit about them, but, like, shit. Damn, I can't think of their names. But, like, you got all of these. They had a rally up there about, what was the rally where the people got ran over? Like, it was a nice crowd of people who got ran over. What was that rally?
It was a Trump
about guns, right? Or something like that?
It wasn't. It might have been an NRA rally, but I thought that was a Trump rally. That wasn't a Trump rally?
It was something like that, but like I'm saying, it was so many different groups that have so many different agendas that still support Trump, but since their messages is the same, they like, no, nigga, we at you. You ain't thinking like we thinking, so I'm at you, nigga, we coming. So like, it's crazy to even see the white groups that be against the other white groups. That's like you just said, protesters fighting protesters. These niggas is crazy. They just want to have some goddamn control and power over something. They don't know how to shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere.
Right.
My mentality with that shit is like, yo, like, you gotta be, like, I really feel like you could probably take a poll right now and really see who, like, the dummies are. Like, that's some dumb shit. Like, if you're protesting the protester, you gotta be in the slow, you know what I'm saying? You gotta ride the short yellow bus, nigga. You gotta have been retarded when you was growing up. Like, there's no fucking way, bro. I'm gonna go out there like, oh no, stop protesting. Wow, what the fuck am I doing to you? How am I hurting you by protesting?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm really hurting you by protesting, my nigga, you got a problem, my nigga. You got a fucking problem. And it was crazy because I was watching one where they were marching with the Black Lives Matter, and it was just a row of white people with guns and shit just standing there watching. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to do?
Intimidate, that's about it. Make you want to say something, nigga. I bet you ain't gonna say shit with this gun in my hand. I sure the fuck ain't, but as soon as you put that fucking gun down, I'm gonna beat the shit out your ass.
Taylor gang, what up, man?
Yo, what's going on, Ellen?
Chilling,
hey,
man.
Taylor.
Oh, man.
Hey,
What's
Taylor.
going on? How's it going?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Man. How's it going?
Nice to meet you guys too.
How you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just hanging out, getting through it day by day.
Right.
You still gigging?
What's up?
They still got you at the gig? You work from home?
Yeah, you already know I'm already there. They won't let me work from home.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, you shouldn't expect anything else from there.
That's well, Taylor, this is Tasha. This is T. Marie. And that's Perion.
Nice to meet you guys.
You as well.
My other Smartalecs homies, they weren't able to make it today. They busy and shit, so you know. But I really appreciate you stopping by, man. And you know,
definitely appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure.
Because we appreciate your support. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate allies and people who, you know, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This shit is bullshit. This shit is crazy.
Definitely. It's times like this where everybody's kind of got to link up and join together and fight against the stuff that obviously shouldn't be happening in today's world.
Definitely. Do you find that the majority of your friends are kind of supportive of Black people, or do you have friends that are not? And if you do have friends that are not, what do you do when you are in situations where they're talking about Black situations like this, where they totally don't kind of understand? But
right.
Yeah.
I've been blessed to be in a situation where I'd say 99.9% of my friends do support Black people, do support Black rights, have your guys' back through this situation. So I like to surround myself with those kind of people because I obviously don't agree with the other side. But if there were a situation where I didn't agree with what somebody was saying in terms of Black rights, I'm obviously going to stand up for you guys. I'm obviously going to fight for you guys, because the world in which racism exists should be a world of the past. It should have ended long ago. It should take innocent Black people dying for the world to finally change. But if I am in a situation to where I can help improve the rights of Black people and maybe prevent a death in the future, I'm going to take that opportunity and I'm going to run with it.
My God. Okay. All right. I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. For real, you don't hear too many young white people, period, you know,
right,
really speaking up. Well, let me take that back. Now you do. And I'm going to say I've seen a lot more men like yourself, as well as women like yourself, speaking out and being like, yo, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's that. So killing innocent Black people, killing innocent white people, police killing people, period, is unacceptable across the board. But when you get to the extreme of seeing it with your own two eyes on national and actually seeing somebody pass away, then you kind of realize that it goes a little bit more deeper than just killing now. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know if that was a white man, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You know what I mean? Whether he was big, whether he was tall, short, whatever the fucking case may be, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. But because he was Black and, you know, the officer, we all know, had previous run-ins, you know, with, you know, Black people, and he's had issues before, then, you know, this was his opportunity to, you know, probably get a badge of honor in the Ku Klux Klan. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that could possibly have been, but you know, the fact of the matter is, did you see it? Did you see the whole video, Taylor?
Yeah, Yeah, I watched it. Hard to watch, but I think it's something that a lot of people have to see in order to understand.
Yeah. And I think that, but one thing I'd say about you, Taylor, man, since I've known you, which has only been probably about a year now, but since we've been kicking it though, you've always been pretty enlightened and pretty much, more of an open-minded individual, and then you come across when it comes to white men and things of that nature.
Right, of course.
Do you feel like now is more of a it's less, because I feel like I see a lot more racist tendencies in older white people.
Yeah, definitely.
So you feel
a lot of it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, do you feel like this younger generation is basically fed up as well as understands? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely do think we're starting to shy away from that racist culture. I think a lot of it has to do with upbringing. I was, again, blessed to be in a situation where I was surrounded by multiple cultures. So in my upbringing, I was able to understand and see multiple different cultures and understand the way that certain people act, to where I could make myself more understanding, you know what I mean?
Where did you grow up, Taylor?
I grew up in Cleveland. We kind of bounced around the Cleveland area, but...
what school did you go to?
What was that?
What school did you go to?
I've been in private school my whole life. I went to Messiah Lutheran in Fairview Park. And then for high school, I went to Lutheran West, which is in Rocky River. And then for college, I spent my 4 years of college at Notre Dame College in South Euclid, which is where personally I think a lot of growth came from that area, being that not a whole lot of white people went to that college.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So you would say that during that time is when you pretty much got the more diverse experience then?
Definitely. I think during college, I got the most. During my upbringing, I did get some, being that I was in the Cleveland area. But like I said, college, I definitely learned a ton.
That's cool. And my thing is, I would love to understand, okay, so I understand you have support, for us, but you can also still speak from a white perspective.
Yes,
when I say things like Black Lives Matter and a white person says all lives matter, why is that offensive? I don't understand why is that offensive when we can kind of generally say that yes, all lives matter, but the current issue right now is Black, and that's what we're addressing. So why is it offensive when they say all lives matter? Why do they have to bring that up, do you think?
To be honest with you, I don't know, because I don't understand the way that I view all lives matter. I'm a man of God. I'm a Christian man. Of course, all lives matter. Every life was created equal. But right now, white lives have always mattered. It's about time that Black lives matter just as much as those white lives. So that's where I stand.
Indeed.
Amen.
Sure. That's equality. You know what I mean? That's what we've always fought for in this country, period, is equality. So, hey, I'm quite sure, Taylor, in your time, you've been a witness to Black people being treated unfairly, haven't you?
Oh, definitely. In college, I said I went to Notre Dame. I roomed with Black men, and we would go to places like Beechwood Mall, and we'd walk around the mall just kind of browsing, like typical college students would. And my Black friends would be followed around stores. They would be watched while they're looking at shelves. And it didn't matter if I was there or not, they would still get followed. So I've seen it in person with my own two eyes, the discrimination that they receive.
It's just
and all they could do pretty much is just laugh it off and try to, act, because that's a normal thing for us. It's
right.
It's uncomfortable. And it's like, why am I even spending money here with these people? But at the same time, Black people lack different opportunities when it comes to getting loans for, different business opportunities. So we can be able to have ways to support other Black businesses and things like that. Like, we just don't have what we need to be able to have our own Little Italy, Chinatown. Everyone has those places. You cannot identify a place in a major city outside of a ghetto that you can claim Black.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's very sad to me. And it's just like, I just wish that we would get the opportunity to be able to rebuild what they burned. You know, that's my hope. And it's like, if we just had that opportunity, I believe that we would be a lot more further than we are. And I feel like hopefully right now that would be what's going to happen from here on out. Right. That would be a beautiful thing, but it's definitely going to take the support of white people. It's going to be the biggest push is going to have to come from you guys, because we can't do it by ourselves. We didn't create the mess. We can't clean up our own mess. And that's the one thing that I kind of stress. And it's hard to get people to understand something that's so basic. Mm-hmm. And I think that's my frustration. I have white friends, but with me, it's kind of a little different. My white friends, you have to come in already vetted, meaning that you kind of come in already pre-approved, because I don't really trust. Because outside of, beyond my high school years, I've had a very diverse background, but beyond my high school years, my experiences with white people have been all bad. Mm-hmm. So I don't really have that same genuine, I want to connect and build with other white people, because my experience is not the same. But I can tolerate you. I can be, sociable and everything else, as long as you portray yourself to be the person that you claim that you are. But I'm gonna always hold you at arm's length, and it should never be that way. Of course,
yeah, I totally understand.
But I appreciate you so much, Taylor. I really do, because it takes a lot to be able to stand, against such a difference. It's a big difference for people's viewpoints, and I really commend you on that. I really do. Shout out to you, Taylor.
Thank you.
And I got a quick question. Where do your parents stand when it comes to like protesting and everything that's happening right now? Are they in your lives? Are they in your life right now?
Yes, they are. Both parents are in my life. I'm blessed with a big family. I have both parents in my life. I have 2 brothers and a younger sister. I'm the oldest out of the siblings. But they as well have seen different cultures. They support other cultures. They're supportive of me and my stance, which makes me believe that they're supportive and will hold up the Black community as well.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, once again, Taylor, like she said, we really appreciate you stopping by. I mean, it just starts with individuals like yourself just being able to speak out and say, hey, you know what? That's not right. You know what I mean? Right. And once again, I always try to tell people it's only one race, and that's the human race. So it's one race. That's it. When we start talking about Black and white, then we're talking about prejudices. And we have prejudices. Everybody has prejudices, period. But when we talk about race, it's only one. So we got to be down for each other. How do you feel about seeing the rioting and stuff like that? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think J. Cole said it best. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success, right?
Speak that, Taylor, say that.
But it is. Those riots and protests are the ugly, but it could lead to something great, which is that beauty of finally getting the equality that everybody deserves.
And you know what, Taylor, and I don't know about you, but I think we're headed in the right direction.
I think so too. I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing that you get all 50 states and other countries together on the same subject.
Right, protesting. Right, that's. But unfortunately, there was a Black man killed in Paris, I think on the 26th or the 27th, and he was literally killed the same way as George Floyd. So the shit happened like in Paris. That's why they're so upset too, because they just had a cop kill another person over there.
Right.
The same shit. You know what I'm saying? So with his knee in his neck. So in my opinion, it definitely feels different. It doesn't feel like just a regular protest. This feels like it's a lot more and a lot bigger. And I definitely think that there's going to be some real change that comes from this. And like I said, with individuals like yourself, speaking out and, fucking with us and just being like, I don't rock with that. That's not cool. We really appreciate it, man. And like I say, we're going to make definitely one of the allies, and that's what we look for, allies, people that we can, you know what I'm saying, we can rock with and be like, all right, look, this is the plan. Because we need individuals like yourself to help us. Because, you know, I know you've probably seen some of the protests where, you know, you have, you know, like white women standing in front of black protesters, and you got white people that's actually like, yo, fuck that. No, you know what I'm saying? Jumping in front and being like, because they won't shoot y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. They won't shoot y'all. They'll shoot us, but they won't shoot y'all. So that's why we need you. Because you guys can actually do a lot more than we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys got to actually be an extension of us to be like, yo, and that's what it looks like to me. Don't get me wrong. I know there's agitators out there and there's people, you know, out there doing the, you know, worrying about the right thing. But I feel like the majority of individuals, you know, pretty much, you know, are pretty much out there for change. Whether I'm tearing this bitch up for change, or whether I'm protesting quietly for change. I'm out here for change. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
That's how I look at it, man. So other than that, man, we was probably going because I appreciate you stopping through, man. You got some time? Because I mean, I was going to talk about I spoke about Drew Brees. Did you hear what Drew Brees said?
Yeah, I did.
How you feel about that shit?
I think if you don't know by now what these protests are for, you just got to stay out of it.
Right.
Honestly, just stay quiet. Don't say anything. If you don't, it's not about the flag at this point. And if you don't understand that, man, I'm sorry, but nobody's going to be able to help you.
Yeah, I think
that's real right there.
That was pretty ignorant. I really do. I'm like, Drew Brees, come on, man. Like, the flag, that's what we talking about right now. And I don't know, because they said that they weren't talking about George, you know, they weren't talking about what's going on with him when he started talking about the flag. So it's not like he segued off of, you know, something else and was like, oh yeah, the flag this, the flag that. I think they literally asked him a question about the flag. But that was the time to show that you aren't stupid. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, you could have said some shit like, you know, yeah, I really respect the flag, but, you know, at this point in time, with everything that's going on in the world, he didn't say shit about the world. I don't think he said one thing about what's going on in the world. But he damn sure said that his granddads fought in World War something, and they love the flag. So I'm like, bro, if that's where you at, and then you see his teammate came out and really cussed the shit out of him on live on Instagram and just basically let him have it. I forgot who his teammate was, but he let him have it. And they said they're having a conference call tomorrow.
You gotta have a little surround table.
You see that lady on the news. What's her name? Laura Ingraham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She adds to the fire by her comments earlier with LeBron and Kevin Durant, the shut up and dribble thing. And now she comes out and protects Drew Brees, saying he makes mistakes. He's only a human. Let him speak his mind. It just adds fuel to the fire at that point. Right, and it
definitely adds fuel to the fire. But in my opinion, it also shows the lack of empathy. But it shows the advantage of white privilege. This is the white privilege. We do and say this shit because we can. Fuck what you talk. Fuck black people. What? Nah, they ain't like us. We better than them. And that's the mentality that has to change in this country. Because I seen what she said, but I didn't even pay attention to it because I'm like, this bitch so stupid. She said the same thing she said last time. So she didn't even change the word. Like, this bitch just copied herself. Like, shoot up and dribble. Bitch, you just said that. Like, that shit don't even have the same effect no more, bitch. So, you know, she's retarded for that one. She really is. But yeah, I did, you know, like I said, she's a racist probably. She probably goes to KKK meetings and shit too. So, you know, I'm quite sure, you know. Did you see, now, with the protesting, have you seen how the cops have been kind of out of control? Is it just me, or do they seem like they're pretty much like OC at this point in time? Like, if you protest,
they're power hungry. They're power hungry. I mean, you see people marching peacefully, standing peacefully, kneeling peacefully, And still, some of these cops are shooting tear gas, shooting rubber bullets at people that pose no threat.
Yeah, power. Yeah, that's definitely a power trip. Definitely a power trip. Well, man, shit, man. You guys got anything to ask my boy Taylor, man? Like I say, man, really appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy I could stop by.
And you got an Instagram, man. Make sure you say your Instagram and shit so everybody know what your Instagram is.
Yeah, Instagram, it's at tneum, Neum 96. Give me a follow, I follow back.
I'll follow you, Taylor. I got you.
So, other than that, Taylor, you got anything else to say? Did you see, well, you know who Trina is, right? Did you see what Trina said?
I don't think I did.
Oh, okay. She said.
You know her Doja Cat?
Yeah, I know who Doja Cat.
I said she probably on her Doja Cat because I think she's a little confused. What she think, she Mexican or something like that? Is that the problem?
Oh, funny. You said she thinks she Mexican. Did you hear what she said?
But like I kept reading through threads and it was saying something about her saying at some point in time that she's Latino, and they had her uncle or somebody checking her like, ain't nobody in our family Latino. What you think that's about somebody like Latina? Ain't nobody Latina. Ain't no cha-cha-cha over here.
No, I didn't see that shit. That's funny.
I'm gonna have to find it and tag you in it.
Funny,
though. I thought that's what you was talking about, though. But she on her Doja Cat. She don't want to be a part of us. I think, what did she say? Like that we deserved it or something like that?
So there'll be animals out there protesting, tearing up all kind of shit. She said a lot of shit, though.
I did remember that part. Okay.
So we got another person I just brought into the team. His name is Sparks, as you can see. I'm waiting for him to connect. That's my cousin. You know, he the one I'll be doing the conspiracy shit with on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
I said, let's just, if he want to get in, we can get in and we can talk shit, whatever.
Okay, Taylor, before you go, though, I got to kind of ask you a hard question or whatnot.
Yeah.
So when it all boiled down to it, if you had to pick a side, what side you going to pick? If you had to pick a side, what side you choosing?
In terms of supporting the Black community or supporting the police?
Yeah.
I'm supporting the Black community. That's the easy question.
Nice. Thank you. Respect.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've grown up around it. I lived with Black men, and I have a cousin who married a Black man. He has 2 beautiful Black daughters, and they have a Black son together. And I can't imagine something like what happened to George Floyd happening to one of my family members or one of my best friends. I can't live with the fact that could happen to one of them. So I push for that change so that they don't have to worry when they go for a run, or they don't have to worry when a cop pulls them over for speeding, stuff like that.
Right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Al.
I was going to say, and when it's closer to home, like you say, when it's a family, when you got family members who are, Black, which I would think a lot of white people would have, but maybe not. But, when you have Black family members, it affects you more directly. You know what I'm saying? Because, shit, I'm here with them on Thanksgiving, and they telling me about all the shit they going through. I'm like, God damn, really? So,
right, because I'll never fully understand that. As a white man, I'll never fully understand it. I'll be able to see it in bits and pieces, but with my white privilege, I'll never understand it fully, what you guys go through on a daily basis.
Would you be willing to revoke your white privilege, though, to go through some Black shit like that?
Keep it real, Tyler. You can go there. Keep it real. Just want to keep it real.
Yeah, proud to be honest, no. No.
Okay.
It is what it is.
No, I wouldn't want to revoke that, but that's the exact reason that I stand with you guys. So that you guys are able to experience the privilege that I experience on a daily basis.
Okay. I respect that.
If he lose his privilege, he can't help us no more shit.
You all out of ammunition at that point, huh?
Look at this. You gotta keep his privilege. No, that was a good question, though. That was a good question. Sparks, what's going on, bro?
Hello, Sparks. I don't believe I've met you. Hello.
Hey, Sparks.
We can't
hear you. Ain't got the audio joint.
No, we can't hear you, bro. This nigga waving and shit. Sign language. Sign language.
All right, so well, I'll let you get to it. I appreciate you having me on, letting me talk. If any of you guys ever need anything, please feel free to reach out.
Thanks again, Taylor, so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. It was nice meeting y'all. I'm sure I'll be in contact with you guys soon.
For sure. All right, Taylor, man. Peace.
Yeah, peace out. Take it easy.
You too. Sparks, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, fam?
Shit, chilling. As you can see, he kind of came at the end of that conversation, but it was a good conversation, man. It was a real good conversation.
Oh, I was listening. I just had my little one, man, so.
Oh, yeah, you know how that go, man. We know how that go. Well, Sparks.
So, what are your thoughts on what you did catch?
Let me get a little better lighting. Try to. All right. Y'all talked about a lot of good shit. Pertaining to the protests, Alan said something about protesters protesting protesters.
Mm-hmm.
I know a little bit about that. There's a paid group. They're paid by George Soros. They're called anti-fascists. They go by ANTIFA.
That's one of them. Yeah.
I actually found the application that you can fill out to work for them, and they actually released a video today of them having their little meeting and their
application online. What the hell? What?
Well, that bitch.
Hold on,
$1,000.
They pay you $2,000 a day.
What?
Look at Tasha. Tasha like, why I gotta do? Put on the mask and throw some bricks, nigga.
So just show them the bricks. You said just show them the bricks. Just tell them the bricks is over there.
All the bricks and stuff was delivered. They were delivered on semi trucks.
That's crazy.
Pictures of that.
What?
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going on that most people don't know about. Hillary Clinton was supposed to go to court yesterday. A lot of people
don't know. She was supposed to go to court yesterday.
Yeah.
Why did she not?
She didn't show because the protesting.
Oh, so they gonna use any goddamn thing now, right?
But she has to go in September. This is actually that case file right here. I don't know.
We got it.
It's backwards, but it got her name on it. Hillary Clinton, Hillary Rodham Clinton, and Cheryl Mills. Yeah, they were supposed to go to court yesterday for the email things that's going on with the 33,000 emails. And this right here is the riot application.
So
it's out here.
I don't need to fill that bitch out.
That bitch got two.
All you have to do is go on GeorgeSoros.com, which it may not be up now because Antifa got in trouble.
What?
But yeah, all you have to do is go on his website, fill out the application. They do not send you to the same state. So the people that were here tearing shit up were from like New York, Michigan, just a state away even. So they don't send you to the same state when shit like this pops off. You have to have a vehicle. You got to have a cell phone, shit like that. It's certain, shit you got to do. But they released a video today. I'll send it to Alan somehow. But they have the meeting and they're telling people what to do. They like, we're not really trying to kill nobody, but we're trying to break as much as possible. You can punch people, gouge their eyes out. And it's like a dude pretty much telling them what to do. And Yeah, the video was leaked today. So it's just
wild.
more and more shit coming out.
That's wild.
The reason people were protesting against the protester because they telling everybody to go home now so they can find the people that's tearing up shit. That's what's going on. They want you to stop protesting and go home so the people that's tearing up shit, we can find them or they will stop tearing up shit. That's what it's about. It ain't just the protesters protesting the protesters. So that's what all this shit's about. There are paid actors and people that get paid to terrorize and do this shit. And they're called anti-fascists. And go look it up. It's going out now. It's out here. So.
Trump said something about it. I told you he had a tweet about it a couple maybe earlier this week, talking about how they was tearing up stuff and things of that nature. So yeah, I know what you're talking about for sure. I heard about it.
The people with the bricks in the cut and shit, or the dude that was telling people that, like, it's down the street, bro. This is so we gotta go. He was telling them something like to do some shit. Like, that's crazy.
They have the footage of people paying people and telling them, like, go tear this up.
Crazy.
So, wow. I mean, it's out here. A lot of people think they work, but they ain't.
Pressing charges. Do you believe that's the only reason why they pressing charges? Because it's like, we got it on video. You can't really lie about it. Because otherwise, they would have blamed that shit on us.
Well, yeah, they gon'. It's too many of them out here. It was too many of them. You were seeing more of them than us anyway.
Right, true that.
That's how you know it was something going on with money. They were getting paid to tear our shit up. So
yeah, because it was too many. It was too many videos of people in all black and masks.
And you got people. It's 80 plus degrees and shit, and people got masks and umbrellas and dressed in all black with hoodies and shit, like with masks on, like. It's just common sense that something else is going on, man. But that's what that's
about. It's a lot of shit going on.
Your mic changed, B. Because your mic changed. It got hollow.
Oh, hold on.
Who's making a call? This bitch dialing numbers. That's you, Sparks.
Okay, bro.
Oh, this nigga that said some shit about after whatever. They all on the line.
Right, and they on his shit. His shit tapped.
Can't be saying that shit up like that now.
He froze up and everything. Look at that shit. He gone. Is he gone? That nigga that froze up, y'all.
That's crazy. They done tapped him out. They done tapped him out.
Oh, there he back. He back, y'all.
I guess.
Yeah, they quick to do that.
They came and got you, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gang shit.
But with the George Floyd shit, guys, this shit did happen in Paris on the 28th, 3 days after George Floyd. I think the guy name is Amari Tory, and he died the same way. Like three cops were standing on top of him, one cop was standing on the side, and they were all on his neck. And it happened in Spain. This shit happened with all like a 5-day span. So this shit was planned out. So if you I showed Alan the video earlier, so he saw it for sure. He can verify it.
That is crazy.
What, the Paris shit?
Yeah, the Paris video.
Your white screen, your green screen messing it up. I mean, your background.
Yeah, no. You can't really see it. But that's
a little bit.
Oh shit. Let me see.
I'll post it so you can see it. But yeah, it's in fucking Paris. They're basically doing the same thing. When I told you that earlier to another black man.
Yeah, this shit was a plan because you listen to our show. All that shit we talk about on our show is starting to happen. People are starting to have to go to court for the shit that they did. So they got money and they still higher up. So they causing ruckus. And I know y'all don't like Trump. And I don't vote for Trump or nothing. But Trump ain't for that shit. He trying to lock them up. And they trying to tear shit up to get us off of them. Because they supposed to be in court.
Mm-hmm.
And when you know what's on that computer, there's a picture of a little girl face tore off. And Allen got it. And they say Hillary Clinton did it. And the New York police say Hillary Clinton did it. So, man, it's a lot going on that we as a people don't know about, that we have to really wake up to and realize this shit really goes on. It really happens.
Shit. After my disturbing realization of what the fuck was going on with Jeffrey Epstein, whatever the fuck his name is, that shit. And I'm sure Hillary ass is on the list next to Bill. So they just disturbed.
It's a lot of people
on
that list. It's a lot of people on that list. Like
I seen a little bit of the list, but I don't know how true it was. But I did come across something online with a list.
It ain't. If they went to that dude house in that island, they on that list, and that list ain't made up. A lot of the other shit you seeing made up, but
that's his
private jet. But something else I was talking about. I wrote Allen, the Republicans were started by blacks. The Republican Party was started in, I believe, 1853 by 150 black guys and 20 white guys. Okay, so the racist white guys started the Democratic Party, and they started the Klan. So the first thing the Klan did was kill the 20 white guys that was working with the black guys to try to scare them. And that didn't scare them at first. So they started killing them. So that's why we are persuaded to be democratic, which a demo is a demon and a crack is a ruler. So a democracy is the demonic rulership. A democrat is a demonic ruler. Like the word is put in our face, but we don't pay attention to it. Crazy. Republicans were started by 150 black guys and 20 white guys. So they got, some of them got love for us. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, half of my family's white. My wife is white. So I know a lot from their side, but it don't compare to my side, of course.
Can I ask you this question? Beautiful.
What's that?
How, during this time, is she able to support the experience that you're having right now?
I'm 37. We just had a kid 2 years ago. So this is a new experience for me. So we brought a person into this world that's different because she ain't of one race. So you guys see how I am. So she know exactly how I am. The way I talk to her and the way we talk to each other, because I fucks with her parents tough. Like her stepfather marched with the Black Panthers. Didn't believe it. He lifted his goddamn arm up and showed me a Black Panther tattoo and was like, I didn't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? He was a cop. He retired because he said they were racist. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them ain't bad.
And I get that. I be wanting to understand from a different perspective, because I've never been in an interracial relationship. My brother.
Well, I know Alan wanted me to tell everybody.
I just don't see how it works when it comes to things of that nature. That's all.
Well, I know Alan wanted me to let everybody know that I probably was in an interracial relationship because he never brought it up on the show, I don't think.
I don't think so.
I think he really wanted me to let everybody know that. J.O. know, because I've known J.O. for 20 plus years.
No, I don't tell people business. I'm gonna be like, yeah, this nigga got a white wife. Like, what the fuck?
and his son is 2, and he goes to New Daycare Center on 71st, right there on the corner.
I feel you though, but I never even thought about it honestly, cuz to bring it up. But she brought it up because you brought it up. So
I express everything. I'm honest about everything. And with me,
dialogue.
It's easy. I've been with the same woman for 18 years.
Wow.
Okay.
So it's easy now, but it was difficult at first because she was from Chesterland. I don't know if y'all know where that's at. I'm from 55th. Like,
now, how did y'all come across
from the street. I'm from the streets. So it's like, I met her through my stepbrother. I ain't go to college and shit like that. I learned my own, researching my own, and I got smart really from learning from people, and then if I decipher something I really believe, I found out for myself. And if it ain't true, you lay that shit alone. Because there's a difference between facts and the truth.
That's real.
Facts is somebody's opinion that they state that this is this.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is the truth. Flat the fuck out. So you can make something up and say it's a fact. You can't make up the truth. The truth. So we have to start breaking shit down the way it's supposed to be, because words are spells. That's why when you wake up in the morning, they say good morning. There's nothing good about morning. Morning is a death. You say hello to somebody. Hell open, like it don't make, words are spells. It's called spells. Spelling, grammar. You have to pay attention to what's in front of us, man.
I heard that before. That's why when I do say that, I say grand risings and things of that nature. I heard that a lot. Wow, that's amazing.
But it's real out here, man. It's stuff going on that you would never imagine. Trump, we have more jobs. Black people got more jobs when Trump was the president than Barack was the president 2 times over, guys. In 2015, Barack was the president. More black people died than the worst year of the Willie Lynch era. We had a black president. So pay attention. Pay attention. If Trump was that racist, when he became the president, he would have been like, don't hire niggas no more. Niggas don't get jobs no more. All the companies stop hiring niggas. We got more jobs. Okay.
Wait a minute. What was the first thing you said? I'm high. I forgot that part because I had.
I said Trump is so racist.
Without black people, companies don't move, bro. There's no way he could have said any shit like that, because without us, companies don't move, nigga.
That's what I'm telling you, man. It ain't that simple. It ain't that simple, Alan. Companies do move without you. That's called robots.
No.
That's why they build them.
A lot of companies
build them to take our place anyway.
No, not right now. They not.
That's why you don't even need money no more. You don't even need money. You don't even have to ever see it again.
You don't even need to have it.
You don't have to have it. Like, it can go on the card. You don't have to ever see it again. That's just how shit is. But I'm telling you like this: if the dude was so racist, we wouldn't have had jobs.
No, okay, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you. You got me again. So now I believe in regards to the unemployment thing you said. I believe that Obama did affect the unemployment rate. I believe that the decline that we saw happened over time. The decline happened in a time where now it could have, 8 years. But now here you have Trump coming into his place, and now he's taking the result of what this man worked for. Unemployment can't happen overnight. It's a progressive thing. So 8 years is definitely a time frame for you to see from 17% of unemployment down to about 7%. But then here comes Trump coming into office, and he's sitting on the 6%. Nigga, you didn't put in no work for this shit.
Yeah, that's funny. But if you do the research and look at the years when it happened, you will find it. The whole issue with us is we're programmed to hate this dude. Like, he just flat out came out and said something to make us always hate him.
We're not programmed to hate him. He does things to make you hate him, bro. Quit acting like
Alan, why are all the celebrities against him? All the celebrities.
Yes, I'm not talking about celebrities.
I'm saying period. That's a question.
I'm talking about my perception. See, you keep saying.
I'm asking you a question. Why are the celebrities against
you? You're going off of what I'm asking, what I'm telling you. Because, see, you just said that Donald Trump is all that. And what I'm telling you
I did not say that. You always stretch and you over-exaggerate.
I didn't
over-exaggerate. The only way I'm going to vote for him is if he lock up pedophiles.
I want to go to celebrities. We're not talking about celebrities. All I'm saying here is you said that we are programmed to hate Trump. No, we're not. Trump does things to make you hate him. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
I like him as a person. It had nothing to do with the agenda that's been fed to me. Bro, I don't like that man as a person.
Turn on the TV. That's all they say. Anyway, so you're not gonna like him. So
before he even became a president, I didn't like that man though.
Okay, if you find out, I didn't like him either, and I still don't.
Right, that's what I'm saying though. It's not gonna.
What I'm telling y'all is the dude is not this super racist motherfucker that Charlemagne and DL and most celebrities make him out to be. Do y'all know he the only president who didn't get endorsed as a candidate by celebrities that gave him money? He paid for everything himself. The only president to ever do that.
He don't got no money. That man ain't got
no money. How did he do that? He probably ain't got no money because he paid to be the president, but he did that. But nobody endorsed him.
He bullied his way into office.
You said Trump ain't got no endorsements.
He did not get endorsed as a candidate like Oprah was giving Barack money to be a candidate and stuff. Yes.
But he didn't really have to. But his money can be silent money. We don't have to see his money because they wanted him to be in the front anyway.
See, that's what I'm telling you. That's the issue. That it never happened. So that should be a red flag right there. Like, if he the only president to ever pay for that shit, that should be a red flag. That nobody has his back. Y'all should see that as a red flag. The woke people say they're woke and they're not.
Listen, bro.
This dude paid to try to change some shit. People have to realize it. If he's locking up people that molest kids and tears faces off babies, you need to see that.
Okay, now look, recognize. Now we understand that. Okay, I heard.
Not the brightest, Alan, and he's not at all. And I will not vote for him until I see the change that he makes. And I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm an understander, and I definitely, you have to, what word am I looking for? I understand him more now that I've researched him. Not, I just understand him more. That's it. Okay. I do not support the guy. I understand him more.
All right, now, I understand that you understand him more. And I even feel like I may even understand him a little more with the information that you've given me about some of the things that he's doing behind closed doors. Because once again, these are just theories that we have of things that
it's not behind closed doors no more though, fam, because she was supposed to go to court yesterday and we would have saw it, but this shit's going on. So they didn't put it on the news station, but if you go to the website, you can read it. Mm-hmm. They didn't tell you on the news, but if you go to the website, you can read it. Okay. And that's the type of stuff that throws us off because they think you don't read. Like, you're not going to read it.
Listen,
and we're definitely not going to tell you.
I wasn't about to say nothing about Hillary Clinton and all that. What I'm telling you is this. When you say things like, D.L. Hughley and Charlemagne make you feel like Donald Trump. No, they do not, bro. You fail to realize that the way Donald Trump presents himself, he presents himself like a racist. He presents himself like an idiot. Now, you talk about the employment rate, but like Tasha said, and if you ask any scholar, they'll let you know that Obama put the wheels in place for employment to be as low as it is and as it was with Trump in office. Trump is just taking recognition for something that Obama did. Now, that's something that a lot of people debate, but that's something that if you read the papers, Obama put a lot of things in place for unemployment to be down. So I'm not going to give that 100% to Donald Trump. What I can give 100% to Donald Trump is us having the highest unemployment rate at this fucking time of 40 plus people not being able to work, him not being able to jump on this.
One of Hillary Clinton's and Barack Obama's best friends, Bill Gates, did release COVID. So
I hear all that, bro. But until these things are proven in a court of law.
I showed you a document. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
And when it happens, bro, I'll be the first person to be like, damn, cuz you was right like a motherfucker, because nigga, all these motherfuckers going to jail. But until all the motherfuckers go to jail, because even right now with the protesting and things of that nature, he called us thugs. Okay, he said looters.
He's not talking to you. He's talking to Antifa. Pay attention.
He said looters get shooting.
Antifa. He's talking to Antifa, the people who breaking up everything and starting fires.
If Antifa
police and the people that get paid, bro.
He didn't say if Antifa get to shooting and if Antifa get to looting, we're gonna start shooting. He said if you get to looting, start shooting. Unfortunately, Antifa was not the only motherfuckers out there looting, bro. Okay,
right.
He was out there looting. Okay, and usually on the TV, when they start seeing riots and black people doing shit, they start calling us thugs. They start calling us animals. They start calling us everything but black. Okay, so
the nigga said he ain't seen nothing but mostly white people out there too, like 2 days ago. I swear he said that like 2 days ago.
He had a tweet about Antifa and everything that you just said. I seen the tweet. But once again, there were still black people out there protesting as well as black people out there rioting. Okay?
There shouldn't be no black people rioting or looting if you have sense, Alan.
You can't say that because you're not
out there.
Wait a minute, you're not proof. Okay, these niggas out here ain't had a job in I don't know how long, and at least
right.
Okay, some niggas is living check to check. Some niggas ain't got it. They out there looting because they need to eat, nigga. See, you can't see. You gotta put yourself in reality, bro. Reality is there are people out there who are broke, nigga, who make minimum wage and pay child support on top of that. So, nigga, they come home with nothing. Okay, as well as there's individuals, single mothers and shit who got kids who work minimum wage who can't get any help from the government because they got a minimum wage job. Okay, so they don't have nothing to eat. So, bruh, you can't talk about white people out there looting because there's many people, even white people, there are broke people out there fucking looting. Why? Because they don't have no fucking food in their fucking refrigerator, bro. So, no, we can't just be like, yo, everybody don't loot, nigga. I can't tell that broke nigga not to loot because if I was in his shoes, I'd probably be looting too. And if you was in his shoes and you had to feed your fucking daughter and you had no other way to get it, you would be doing it too, nigga. You from like you said.
You say so, man. The people who tearing shit up is Antifa.
Everybody
Antifa. And Tasha, did you go out and protest?
I was about to.
Yeah, but you have sense. I get it.
I was
what's her name?
Joe, pull the car over. Joe, let me out. Joe.
Did you go protest?
Joe, let me out.
You have sense, young lady. Alan, did you go protest?
No, my family did though. But what
I know, man. But you have sense, and your family do too. But the reason is they were misled. Okay, they were misled. But the whole thing about the looting.
I would have went early. I would have definitely went and supported earlier in the day. It wasn't as bad until it got like after 3 o'clock.
Stop right there. Tasha, do you have a job?
Yeah.
Flavian, do you have a job?
Yes.
Josh, do you have a job?
Yes.
Okay then, nigga, so we cannot speak for niggas who don't have, bro. Because
man.
I understand that.
He just gave you some money. He about to give you some more money, bro.
Yeah. Once again,
he just raised the unemployment. He raised the unemployment to $600, bro. He raised the unemployment.
Once again, bro.
That 1,200, make it rain with the 1,200.
This niggas out here
unemployment too. What are you talking about?
Out here who not getting unemployment, bro. These niggas out here who don't qualify. Believe me, there were still stipulations. You couldn't just go there and be like, oh, I got COVID, and now they got in contact with your last motherfucking job, nigga. And if you got fired or if you got let off for some bullshit, you not getting unemployment. Everybody doesn't get unemployment, my nigga. See, you reality, nigga. Reality is.
I guess everybody I know gets it that lost their job. Okay.
Broke, busted, and disgusted, man. Period.
You are you don't run off logic, man. You run off emotion. I research these things.
Niggas was out there hitting banks. Niggas was out there trying to get ATM. Niggas was out there getting money, man. Niggas wasn't out there trying to bullshit. Now I'm not going to like I said, hey Tasha, you see my post, nigga. Why we gonna just let the white people get everything? If they up there busting windows out, nigga, I'm right there getting shit too, nigga. Fuck that. Oh, this nigga about to bust out the Foot Locker? Go ahead, white boy. And then as soon as he busts that bitch out, I'm right in that bitch getting shoes, nigga. Let's go. Come on.
You talk about everybody got jobs.
Yo, man.
Everybody get off work though, and nobody went and protest.
Shit, niggas, some niggas didn't go to work, bro. It's a lot of people.
That's what niggas good at, excuses. Somebody said I would have went if it was early, or I would have.
I would have, and I'm gonna be real with shit. I was about to go. I really was, and I sat there and bullshitted until 3:00, and then at that time I was told that there was tear gas and fires being started, so I set my ass back down because that's not what the fuck I was going down there to do.
Yeah, because okay.
We're out here to question each other, why each other's not protesting and shit like that. That shit ain't got nothing to do with our conversation, bro. You bringing up shit that doesn't mean anything. Once again, we all have jobs.
Everything means something.
We all have responsibilities. So we're going out there like, yo, you know, we got to do what we got to do to take care of our responsibilities. But once again, there are people who are in the exact opposite position, who don't have the same families we have, who don't have who feel like this is all they... Shit, I'm out here looting, nigga, because I need money, period. You act like people don't need money in this world. You fucking crazy, nigga.
Man, you are funny, man. You don't research, man. It's buses of Antifa people. 7, 8 buses at the time pulling up an Antifa paid people to tear shit up.
You're not saying, I'm not saying that you're not right with the Antifa shit, but what you are wrong about is that there are broke people out there looting, nigga.
People with the common sense ain't in there, man. The black live, the real black people ain't in there in them stores, bro.
If I'm hungry,
are paid people, bro.
If I'm hungry,
you might catch a few here and there sprinkling in, but if I'm paid people, man.
If I'm hungry and my daughter's hungry,
trying to tempt you to do it.
If I'm hungry,
that's why you catching a lot of black people like, why are you breaking that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? A lot of us saying, why are you doing that? Go look at the videos, because them ain't the real, that ain't me and you and Tasha. Mm-hmm. We would be like, why the hell you breaking that? We wouldn't be in there.
Stop. Because in the videos, you know who are being stopped? White people and dressed in all black who look like they're fucking suspicious. That's what stopped in the video. Okay then. So I see many of niggas running out of Foot Locker, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and everywhere else. So what the fuck are you?
And I'm saying niggas getting handed money too that works for George Soros. Tasha seen a video of people getting handed money too. Black guys with regular clothes on that works for George Soros, man. They wear wristbands or they wear all black. Research what they wear before you get passionate and not research and get logical.
What you're saying is everybody out there rioting works for Antifa. That's what you're saying.
Not everyone, and everyone. It's a sprinkle here and there. Sprinkle.
Antifa there, man.
It's a sprinkle here and there. That's just like, oh, I'm gonna grab some shit. But most of them people are Antifa, and the people that's holding hands and stuff, walking, them is the people that's really protesters. And he's not talking about them. He's talking about the thugs that's breaking and tearing shit up, bro.
All right. You ain't got no
peaceful people. You just said it's so many protesters, man. It's peaceful ones. It's people tearing shit up. It's 3 different type of protesters. You just don't get it, man. You just said it though earlier.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna argue about this shit no more.
I research and you just get passionate and emotional.
Right, you
emotional and I'm logical.
Exactly. I know exactly. All right, Tasha, what's your Instagram?
Wayne Marie _CLE.
All right. Perion, what's your IG?
Y, the letter, not me at Instagram. Sorry.
Instagram.com. Okay. I'm at SWMG. And you can hit Sparks at the Smartalecs Podcast or on Podbean. You got an Instagram yet, bro?
Nuh-uh. Okay. Just holler at me through my cousin, man. Holler at me through the family.
Y'all know what it is, man. It's the Smartalecs Podcast. We appreciate y'all stopping by. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube. We appreciate all the pod points and we appreciate all the love. And, the episode will be up tomorrow. And, yeah, you know what it is, man. Smartalecs Talk Last Tuesday. Is that coming back or not? That'll be back next week.
I do it sporadically, but it is on Tuesday still. It's on Tuesday still. God damn it, Sparks, don't you laugh at me. I'm a black woman and I am unapologetic in my inconsistency, God damn it.
I love that about you. I try to catch you when you do get on. I try now.
Wow. All right, y'all. Well, we out. Y'all have a good night. I'll check y'all next week.
Good night, guys.
All righty, guys.
Peace.